So, what is it? His excitement and cheerful demeanor was somewhat disturbing.
Elysium comes from the Greek word Elysion, a home for the deceased in ancient Greek mythology. It refers to a place or state of optimal happiness. But what is it? I think you mean to ask, what isn't it? Or rather, it's whatever you want it to be, with whomever you want, whatever, wherever, whenever. And only for a fraction of credits it would cost you to try and have the same experiences in reality, if it's even possible.
Too broad, doesn't really answer my question. No, I mean, what is it exactly?
What Elysium is exactly is what we here call a quantum reality. Many refer to it as a simulation, but that's technically incorrect. In a quantum reality, your conscious self is entangled with a technologically fabricated alternate reality via your core, and interacts with that environment in a similar way as your physical self would in this present physical reality. As opposed to a simulation, where your physical self is tethered to a husk that emulates what happens in a simulator, while your core is synced to a platform through the wire or a host system. It's very convincing, interactive, and safe, but you're not really there. The experience isn't quite the same. With quantum reality, you experience everything exactly the same as you would now. And since we can copy your core to the quantum realm, you can be there consciously and stay as long as you wish. Or you can stay here and go about your concerns, observing from a portal here, and transfer your experience back to your core as a memory. You could even copy your core to multiple realties. Like I said, whatever you want.
I must have slept through this particular learning course. How does that work? How can I experience something the same if I'm not actually there?
Sci-Fi. That's how. Sorry, I've been watching too many Rosita Rocket cartoons. It's like this: your core is integrated into your brain, neurons, and nervous system, recording everything that makes you unique. Some things take care of themselves: your physical traits, blood circulation, breathing, metabolic functions, etc. That's all your genetic biological functions, inherent or enhanced. But the other things, your language, reasoning skills, data input and retention, personality traits, those are all things you have to input manually or experience via your physical sensory apparatuses. Your core records all of those things. It also helps by accelerating neural connections and makes it possible to input data directly, helping you learn more and process things faster. It even repairs damaged or malfunctioning biological functions and lets you know if external therapeutics are required. Then, at the end of your cycle, all this data that's stored on your core gets transferred to a new one in a genetically engineered copy of yourself. That copy doesn't have to completely redo your cycle. In order to process all the data on your core, it's already there. Think of the core as your brain's backup device, complete with all the information and instructions you need to continue a new cycle. The same way it records all that data by interacting with your physical reality via conventional sensory methods is the same way it records data from the quantum reality, which inputs its own stimuli via our proprietary technological methods, thus allowing you to experience not a simulation, but an actual reality. Not physical reality, a quantum reality.
Sorry, I asked. Oh, so it's sci-fi. He laughed again. It's not a human laughter. It's kind of forced. You can tell.
I know, it's a lot to try and comprehend. You're actually one of the few who seem at all interested in how it really works. I can tap you a full readout of the technical specifications, minus proprietary information, of course, if you want to know more. Rest assured, however, it's more safe than physical reality, but exponentially more satisfying.
I always wondered about my core, regen, and all that. My parents elected to have me cored at birth, a method that's already outdated, I hear. It's all explained at various levels of education, but I honestly still don't get it. If it's so great, if this is the future of human advancement, why are things the way they are? Seems like one life cycle is bad enough. Why come back for round 2 of this suckfest?